So honestly, this footage is kind of old, and I was just gonna save it for a backup video, but I've been holding on to it for only a couple weeks, given it's not like I've been sitting on this footage for like months. It's just been a couple weeks, but I kind of already have another backup video in the works, so I figured I would post it just because. So here is to 2 posts in a week again, because that doesn't happen very often. I would like to make it happen more often, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe in the future. So I just kind of wanted to doodle in my sketchbook, so I recorded me doodling in my sketchbook. And for this piece, it is just some original characters of mine. Vincent is the guy, and then Ombre is the thing next to him, which is like this. It's supposed to be a demon jackalope, but it's like he has like a skull on him and stuff. And it's a character I made when I was like 11, so like, don't judge. I really like the character. But yeah, his name is Ombre, which all things considered, that's not the most uncreative name to give characters when you're like 12, because most of my characters I would name really stupid things like Rainbow and Toxic, literally those things. I was actually just going through my DeviantArt and looking at a bunch of my old art, and I would name my characters stupid things, so Ombre's not that bad. That one's not that bad at all. It's literally named after ombre hair. Don't come after me. I just thought it sounded cool. But I just kind of wanted to draw some original characters of mine, and I wanted to practice more with the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. I've used this brush pen quite a bit, but it's still definitely a learning curve, and I'm just kind of getting used to how it works. It's a lot of fun to play with, but personally I prefer thinner controlled lines, and while you can achieve that with this pen, it takes some practice. And something I also really like doing is just doodling characters and adding a pop of color with the Zebra Mildliner highlighters, which is what I ended up doing for this piece at the very end. I just feel like it brings color to the page. I was thinking of watercoloring this piece, but I decided against it. My watercolors are out. That implies that this piece is getting watercolored, but I actually recorded this after my last sketchbook doodling video. It was like pretty much back to back. I just kind of recorded for a couple hours straight, and I watercolored the last one and then decided against that with this one, which, oh well, I gotta mix it up sometimes, I guess. And oh my goodness, I also tried to, like, I want to say crosshatch, but it's not crosshatching because the lines aren't crossed. I filled in Ombre's fur with a black gel pen, and that took a while. I like doing that because I like the texture it gives versus like just blacking something out with like straight black ink, but that took a while, and I also ended up going through all the ink in that pen, so I am very grateful that I had another one just like hanging out right there. I think that's my last one, so I'll have to buy more of those, because those are the Uniball Signo, I think they're the Signo ones. They're like 0.38 is what I used for that, for the size, and I really, really like this gel pen. It's so smooth. I know there's a lot of better gel pens out there, but I just personally really like that one because it dries super fast, and it's just nice. It's very smooth, so I definitely want to look into getting more of that, like, line of gel pens just in different sizes, because I'm pretty sure they also have it available in a 0.5, which would be nice for like variation in line weight. So probably do that sometime, but that's like something I'd get from Jet Pens, and when I go to Jet Pens I end up getting more stuff than I intended to buy, so I'm pushing that off until I desperately need to get more pens, pretty much, because I don't want to end up spending $50 on Jet Pens, because that's probably what I'd end up doing, because Jet Pens is a dangerous website. So is Dick Blick. Those are like the two places that I generally go for when I'm purchasing art supplies online, just because between the two they tend to have what I'm looking for. If not, I'll order something off of like Amazon here and there, but Dick Blick and Jet Pens are very dangerous websites to go to. And then when I finished that illustration, I did go ahead and I went to another one that I had pre-sketched out already. I think the day before I actually finished all these pieces, I just had a night of like sketching a bunch of different things. So I was just like going on a rampage of finishing said sketches. And the sad part about this is I'm not really sure why, but I don't have all the footage for this piece. I lost about half of it. I don't really know what happened. The file the file did something weird. It was really weird with this last piece because there were two files that were kind of weird. One of them wouldn't play on the phone, but it would play on my computer, and another one would play on the phone I record with, but it wouldn't. Wait, I'm confusing myself. I don't remember what I said. They were just like back and forth. One would play on the computer and wouldn't play on the phone. One would play on the phone and wouldn't play on the computer. So it was really weird. And I didn't have the energy to like figure out how to fix that. So you don't get to see the full process of this. I'm sorry. You get to see the finished piece, but not the whole thing. And pretty much that's where it cuts out. And that's all the footage I had for that one. So oopsies. But this one's pretty short just because it was just doodling, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching it regardless, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.